Hello, my loved ones. My name is Valoris, or you can call me Val. Now, this disclaimer is to whom it may concern, and maybe I get a lot of bashing, but I just want to make this a disclaimer so everybody knows where they stand. I don't want to see anyone suffer or lost. None. I love for all, and I know it's tough times. If you're coming to Canada, this is where I live. If you're coming to Canada for medical purposes, work, or education, please come with a permit and have it up to date. If you're coming here to work and hide, it's dangerous. People don't have money these days to waste. So please come the right way. Get a work permit or whatever permit you want. Come the right way. If you're here and you're illegal and you're working, the purpose that you came here for, I hope it's fulfilled. Then I strongly advise you, go home. Go home to your country. Okay? Now, if you're caught working and you don't have working paper, you will be deported. Nobody wants to be deported. Once you're deported, that D does not just mean deported alone. It means your future is damaged. So I would ask you, pack your stuff and go home wherever you're from and try again to come back legally and with a permit. That warning is for my loved ones. Okay? A lot of us comes from different parts of the world having hard times. You work, you save your money to come to abroad. You may borrow. You may throw a thing called susu or a partner. Some even sell land. Some borrow money to come to foreign countries like USA, Canada, England, Japan, wherever. Because everybody wants to reap. Live better, they can help their children, their parents, better living for you when you come abroad. You're in, for instance, in Jamaica, and you see people come and they smell nice, they look refreshed, they have on nice clothes, they can give gifts, and everything looks good. They can rent a car, they can tour the country. And you're there, you're suffering, it's hard for you, and you want to come to abroad. Nobody runs from good. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Some people do come. It's called milk and honey, the good life. You can eat better, you wear better, you can help your relatives better. Some come, they didn't get milk and honey, they get vinegar. Okay? That's bad living. Hand to mouth. Some of them are even worse than where they came from. But they hang on, and some can't hang on anymore. They return to their country. Now, when you're in the country, Canada, there's a lot you might experience if you're not working, if you don't have a permit. And I can tell you because I have gone through some of those bad experiences, and I've helped people in bad experiences. in giving and also in helping. Some of the bad experience that you'll endure is nutritional. You don't have enough food to eat. You can't buy food. Domestic abuse, which most people get from their mate or from their relatives. There is verbal abuse, very bad verbal abuse, emotional abuse. You're taken by force, bed abuse. You're humiliated. All you can do is have tears of sorrow. Threats of deportation. Abortions, because you're only contraceptive. That's your only kind of contraceptive when you're in a country legal. You're afraid to face organizations that are here to protect you. They're there to help people who come into this country and doesn't have proper papers, and they're exploited. But nobody wants to go because they fear being caught and deported. This is why I'm saying don't come. Or if you're here and you have experienced some of these abuse, go and come back again. You suffer from homelessness. A lot of people who are here illegal, they might be hit by a bus, in a car accident, bike accident, whatever kind of accident, and they get up and they run. They're not waiting for a police or an ambulance to come because they don't want to be caught and deported. This is why I'm saying, go home and come again. And if you didn't reach here yet, please try and come the right way. Somebody might love you and want to marry you. You can get another visa to come, but you don't have to look over your shoulder. Okay? Living like that is very dangerous. Okay? You will get high blood pressure. A lot of problems. You may have high blood pressure again, different kind of sicknesses. You may be asthmatic. You may be diabetic. You have heart condition. Who is going to give you those medication free? You're suffering. You're cutting your lifespan. All these illnesses that I've mentioned need to be maintained, need to be treated, or they get worse. And when you don't have proper papers, you can't afford to buy these medications. Please go home and come back the right way. Okay? Now, when you come to this country, when you're illegal, never, ever let anybody take your passport from you. The only people you're supposed to take your passport is the immigration department. Okay? When you find a work, you're overworked. You're underpaid. You work for your employer's friends. You work in your employer's business, and you're paid next to nothing. You're not treated well. Why leave somewhere where you're living more comfortable and living in this condition? It's not never nice. Whatever money you have, make sure you don't lend anybody, because you ain't gonna get it back. And you cannot ask for it. Or else you know what's gonna happen. You're on that bird, the high-end bird. Okay, wherever you're from. Now, some people abuse you. You fall in love with a man. He promised, so I will marry you and I'll get you you're straightened out. Don't believe them. They're just using you. Using you for material stuff. And when they get these material stuff, you can't even help your loved ones in your country. They want the world from you because they know that you're desperate to be free in the country. They want tires, brand name clothes, they need cars, everything that's good, jewelry, trips, all the good things they're asking you for. So you have nothing left for yourself. You're not allowed to support your kids if you have children wherever you came from. Or dependents, you're not allowed. They want it all. They're just using you because they know you don't have papers. Okay? And the other thing is, this is strange. They say birds of a feather flock together. Don't let it happen. People who are in this country illegal, they will report you although they are legal. Don't tell people your business. Never. They'll use that against you. Okay? Now the other thing is, if you have friends while you're here illegal, do not dress up around them like, wearing brand name clothes, nice shoes, and everything that's beautiful. Don't. You would be on that high-end bird. When you go look for friends or you go out dressed very poorly, go to Aunt Sally, as we say, or Salvation Army, second-hand stores, and buy your clothes. Don't look too flashy, or else you'll be going home. Okay? People who help you in this country, there's got to be someone who help you. If they promise, okay, I'll keep you for 3 weeks, make sure you leave before or exactly 3 weeks. They're afraid because harboring a person who is illegal, there's a fine if they're caught, and it's over $5,000. Who wants to pay $5,000 for somebody? Then the person is deported. The person has nothing. Don't be caught in situations like that. Okay? The other thing is a lot of physical and domestic abuse. I myself have endured physical abuse. The abuse was so bad that I wish they would take me out. Take me out so I can go to Nivea, which means heaven. That's where I wish I could go if they'll just terminate me. It's not nice being illegal in this country, and this is why I stress the importance of, if you're here and you get whatever you want, that you said you want, like a house or a car or to start some business, leave. Try again and come back. Don't have this D in your passport. Okay? Now the other thing is, you're working for people that tell you look after the kids, you clean the house. But it's not so. You are asked to wash cars or vans, cut the lawn, walk the dog, work for their friends, and you were not told that you'd have additional work and get more money. It's the same money. Some of them will take out life insurance on you and ask you to sign it, and they are the beneficiaries. Do not let that happen. Go home. Okay? As a matter of fact, when you leave your country or where you're from, and you come with intention to hide and work, we're all going to go one day. Make a will. Make a will. Because you don't know what's going to happen to you. People are hurt, physically hurt, and they don't get proper medication. They buy every bandage, every tweezer. The bigger the tweezer, the better it is. Pain pills, because they're hurt, but they're so afraid to go for help. The only help they can get is if they're knocked out completely. Then the ambulance can take them to the hospital. And as they feel better, they're going to hide and run. They're not staying there. Who wants to live like that? That's why it says, get what you come to get and go back home. Come again. Whoever you come to stay with for whatever time you agreed on, leave their business, their home business alone. Do not tell anybody what you see or what you hear. Mind your own business. Okay? Find a place, a room and a kitchen. You share facilities like you'd share the bathroom and the kitchen. When you share the bathroom, I strongly advise you buy a bucket with a cover. Because sometimes you'll be sharing 4 or 3 to 1 person. And you can't knock the door. And when nature takes its course, you have your bucket. Okay? Now, the other thing is, do not lend anybody your money. Do not show partner. In Jamaica, we call, it's called partner. In other countries, it's called fufu. Okay, you don't tell people your business. You don't visit their home often. You don't tell them where you live. If you get a ride, get drop off. Not near to your house or where you live. Okay? If somebody knows you're in the country and it says, okay, they'll invite you to the house and they'll treat you, give you liquor, give you food, invite you picnics, stuff like that. And if they ever ask to come to your house, don't give them your address. You're going home. They just want to know where you live. This is why it says illegals report illegals. Okay? It is so sickening that you're afraid to talk to anybody in a suit or any uniform. Do not tell anybody your address. Do not tell anyone your yard name. Because whoever is going to report you, they give the immigration department your real name and your yard name. What that means when they come to get you, to put you on the plane, if your name was Jackie and your yard name was chubby. They know everything already. Okay? Don't take away nobody's boyfriend or husband. Don't get involved. You're going home. Get what you want and go home. Don't be deported. Okay? There are people living here. If you don't know how to knock the door, they will not open it. They're not going to look on the keychain, on the key, the people. They won't. You can knock until your knuckles are sore. They will not open the door because they're so afraid. Who wants to live like that forever? I'm asking you to take heed of what I'm saying. Okay? Go home. Please. Go home. Anybody invite you, especially a man or a woman, they says, okay, let's go to the border. So you're going on the U.S. side. And it says, okay, come, we're going to go shopping. They want to know if you're in the country legal. And if you keep refusing, they know. And I tell you something, if a person tells you, I hate you, it's a compliment. If they're jealous of you, that's deadly. Okay? Remember, I'm telling you this. Rent your own little space. Save your money. Don't lavish it, because you come for something. And if you're not careful or know how to live, you go home with nothing. And this best friend business, it doesn't work. Best friends are very, very deadly. You don't tell them your business. Have stories from people that claim best friend. They have best friends. Those are the deadliest people. As a matter of fact, your mother, your father, your in-laws, friends, sister, brothers, they'll turn you in. Don't be a nuisance to nobody. And follow my few examples and warnings. Go home. Do not be caught. It's deportation. Go home and apply again. Line up a job. If you fall in love with somebody, let him come to your country and marry you. But as long as you're in the country, there's no promise. All those promises are broken. You become the slave. I can tell you stories. You become their slaves. Okay? So that's a wrap. I would like you, if you've learned anything from this video, to share it. I hope you like it and subscribe. You'll be hearing from me more often. Thank you for listening.